Welcome back to another Sunday prep day. If you're new here, every Sunday I prepare all my vegetables and I make a few other things to prepare for the week. So this week I'm gonna make some carnitas that I'm gonna use in several meals and some low carb wraps made from broccoli. So first here I have some garlic. I have a few cloves that I'm not going to peel because those are gonna go in the roasted veg for tonight. And a couple of peeled cloves that I'll use for the carnitas. And these are gonna go in the stir fry. So my menu for this week, tonight, I'm gonna have some roasted veg, and for lunch I'll just have some sandwiches. For Monday, Meatless Monday, I'm gonna do a salad for lunch with some cucumber and some seeds. And for dinner, I'm gonna have some falafel with a couscous salad. And then Tuesday, I'll have some of those low carb wraps. And I have some salami for that. Maybe I'll do some cheese, do like a melt kind of thing. And then for Taco Tuesday, I'm gonna do the carnitas. And then on Wednesday, I have some pork tenderloins I'm gonna have with some broccoli. And then for dinner, I'm gonna take the carnitas and I'll do like a little rice bowl. So I have some canned corn and maybe some peas, some lime cilantro rice. So this yellow onion is just for the carnitas. So then we're on Thursday. I'll still have some carnitas left, I think. So I'll do some low carb ones with the wraps. And then for dinner, what am I gonna do for dinner? Oh, a stir fry with some chicken and I think noodles. So I know I've given this example many times in my videos, but the reason why I don't prepare whole meals usually is because I like having the freedom. So I don't want to be stuck with noodles if I maybe change my mind during the week. So by just preparing all the components, I can still change what I want. So if I decide I want rice more or a different kind of noodles, or maybe I just want to make some wraps or whatever, I can still do that. Actually, if you want to see me prepare my meals, I'm planning to do a video this whole week where I take everything I have prepped and actually cook all my my meals for you. So that should be coming out at the end of the week, probably Friday. But yeah, then we have Friday left. Friday, I don't generally plan my lunch because it depends on what I have left over. I'll probably have some of those low carb wraps left over, so I might do like a tuna wrap or something like that. Or we'll just see on Friday. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do some salmon with, I don't know, I have some green beans in the fridge, but I also have purple cauliflower, or I don't know, but some salmon with some kind of vegetable and just some roasted potatoes. So, okay, what are we gonna do next? Let's do some parsnips. I'm just gonna leave the skin on, it doesn't really bother me. So this is just gonna go in with the rest of the roasted veg. I'll just throw these in the oven tonight. I'll take some carrots, same thing. I will give these a wash. So if you haven't seen my videos before, I always prepare all my veggies first, and then I will make other things like the wraps later on after I've done all the veg prep. So if you want to see that, just stick around. So 2 of these carrots are going to go with the roast veg, and then 1 I'll just cut fine for some stir fry. Okay, sticking with the roasted veg, I have some potato. And I'm just going to cut it into some chunks. And a sweet potato. Again, I'm just leaving the skin on. And I have some Brussels sprouts that I have left over from a while ago, so those need to be used up. So I'm just going to cut the end off, just clean them up a bit. And this can just go in the oven tonight with some oil and some salt. What do I have here? We have some leek, also for the stir fry. And I will put that in a sieve and give it a little wash later, because there's always a lot of sand in these top leaves. Well, for the stir fry, I have some bok choy left, so might as well just use that up. What else? Some pepper. So these are gonna go in the stir fry. I'll probably also have some with carnitas and the couscous salad. Normally for a couscous salad you would use tomato and cucumber and a lot of parsley. I don't like raw tomato that much, so I usually just use peppers. So these small green ones I'm just gonna cut into strips for the stir fry, but I have a yellow and a red pepper that are a bit bigger, and I'll just cut some of those into little cubes for the couscous salad. So half of this I'm going to cut into cubes. And the other half I'm just going to cut into strips. I'll use some of these strips on the salad as well. And same goes for this. Half I'm going to cut into strips. And half I'm going to cut into cubes. And no stir fry is complete without some chilies. I just like leaving the seeds in because these are not very spicy. And then for the lime cilantro rice, I have a little bit of cilantro left over. I'm not gonna save the stems this time. I have a little bit of stem in there, but not too much. There we go. And then I have some parsley, about this much. This is for the couscous salad. Then we have cucumber. So I'm just going to do some slices for my salad. And then I'm also going to take part and cut that into cubes for the couscous salad. Right, and then I'm gonna cut a nice portion of not cauliflower, broccoli. And the rest I'll use with some of the stems I saved previously to make my wraps. That seems about a portion to me. Oh, I have one more Brussels sprout left. So that can go there. So what we're gonna do now, just take these little leaves off because they don't grate really well. Cut the little tip off, and in this case I'll cut it into a size that fits in my food processor. And here I have some more stems. Also gonna cut the little base off and any like loose bits. So yeah, the stems are really good for things like broccoli rice, which essentially we're gonna make now. So, and then the broccoli rice we're gonna turn into wraps. So we're just gonna transfer this into a microwave safe bowl. And we're just gonna microwave this for 4 minutes. And while that is in the microwave, we also need some cheese. Any cheese will do. This is mature Gouda, or Gouda, as the Americans say. And since I already have my food processor dirtied up, let's just use that to grate this. Okay, this is cooked through. So now we have a clean towel. Just gonna dump that on there. And well, first we're gonna let this cool down enough to handle, but then we're just gonna squeeze all of the water out. So while we wait for that, let's get started on the carnitas. So we're gonna heat up my Ninja Foodi in this case. You can do it just in a pan, or slow cooker, but this is the easiest way. Add a nice layer of oil. And while the oil heats up, let's just put everything away that we don't need for this. Okay, we have our pork. And we'll add some salt. And this is on saute on high, so we're just going to get a bit of color on it. So we're not looking to cook it through, we just want some color. So we're going to take that out. I'm adding my yellow onion and my whole cloves of garlic, because the garlic is going to cook for several hours, so it's going to fall apart. So we're just going to saute that. And now that has softened, we're adding our meat back in. We're adding some cumin. A good tablespoon. You could do some fresh chilies, but I'm just going to add a little bit of cayenne. About a teaspoon. Some chicken stock cubes. And enough water to submerge most of it. And then we'll add some lime juice. Just 1 lime. So now we're gonna switch this to slow cook for 4 hours on high, lid on, clean up a bit, and then we'll get started on our broccoli wraps. Now my oven is preheating at 225 Celsius, so that's the highest it goes, so like 450 Fahrenheit, something like that. But yeah, just the highest they'll go. And if you have it, use the broil function. And meanwhile, this is still really, really hot, but we're just gonna squeeze all the moisture out of the broccoli. So yeah, if you can leave it a little bit longer, you should, but I'm being impatient and I just want to get this video done, so I'm just doing it while it's really hot. You can see the steam coming off, but yeah, you can totally just let this sit for like an hour or something. Just really squeeze it as hard as you can. You want to get as much water out as you possibly can. So yeah, this is just from that one little bit. That's a lot of water. And now this already starts to look like a dough ball. Make sure you get everything in. And then we're gonna add probably about a cup of cheese. And the cheese is what makes this pliable. We'll also add 1 egg. If you can make this with broccoli, with cauliflower. I actually like cauliflower a little bit more. Just for 1 head of broccoli, it's roughly 1 egg. If you're doing a really big head of cauliflower, use 2 eggs. So now we're just going to mix this all together. So yeah, the cheese is what makes this pliable. You can make it without cheese, but they'll be quite brittle. Just mix everything through. Now, I have a tortilla press, which makes things a lot easier, but if you don't have one, you can just roll it out by hand or with a rolling pin or whatever. It's easy dough to work with, but this is just 1 press and it's done. So 1 little ball on the top, another piece over it. This is too big. Yeah, about probably a golf ball size is what you want. Close it, push it. And there we have a nice low-carb wrap. So just put that on the baking sheet and repeat for the next one. And that is 6. So I did roughly 1 head of broccoli. a little bit from the florets I cut off, but I used the 2 extra stems, so that comes to just about 1 big head. So now that can go in the oven. You'll probably want to start with about 10 minutes and then check. You want to pull it out when the crust starts to turn brown. As you can see, they're starting to brown around the edges, but I want them a little browner than this. I did turn them around. As you can see, this one has not started browning yet. So I'll do, I think 3 more minutes. So there we go, 13 minutes in total. These are just starting to brown. They look absolutely perfect. And once they're cooled, they'll peel off the paper easily. So I'm just gonna put those on a rack and let them cool. The pork is still going. Once that's done, I'll shred it and show you the end result, and we'll close out the video. So I'll be back in a bit. And there we have it. I shredded the pork, so that's ready to go. I also reduced the liquid, so I'll just mix that in for some extra flavor. The wraps have cooled down. They're nice and pliable. So yeah, that was it. If you like this, I do this every Saturday. Sometimes I just do my veggies. Other times I prepare extra things like the wraps and the pork. But yeah, I made a whole playlist that you can watch if you just want to join me in the kitchen. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those. Leave a like, maybe subscribe. And thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!